Hi guys, this is my first video on this channel and I found a cool story on the Reddit. Enjoy watching.
I got home at 2 a.m. after a grueling 17-hour flight. My body was wrecked, my mind even worse. 9 months overseas, living in a world of constant chaos, dreaming of one thing: my wife's arms, our bed, peace. Instead, I walked into an empty house, the smell of a cologne that wasn't mine in the air. I froze. It hit me like a brick, my whole world shattered in that one moment. There was a note on the fridge, taped with tape that seemed almost too neat. "Don't try to find me. I've moved on." Right then, I felt something inside me snap. I had just spent almost a year in hell, serving my country, facing life or death situations every damn day, and this was how she repaid me? This was the thanks I got. "Hey everyone, my name's Mark. I'm 39 years old, and this is the story of how my wife betrayed me in the most disgusting way possible while I was overseas risking my life." But this isn't a sad tale. This isn't me whining about my circumstances. This is a story of revenge. Cold, calculated, and satisfying as hell. Let's rewind a bit. We met at a 4th of July barbecue. She was loud, confident, the kind of woman that commanded attention in any room. And she chose me. Her smile lit up the whole space and I was hooked. We clicked right away, and within a year we were married. Life felt perfect. Or at least I thought it was. While I was deployed, things started to feel off. At first, it was subtle. Her emails were shorter, her replies slower. Our video calls became strained. She seemed distracted, like she was somewhere else, mentally. I told myself it was stress. I mean, military life isn't easy. Not for the soldier, and sure as hell not for the spouse back home. She was dealing with her own struggles, I convinced myself. But then came the email that changed everything. 2 weeks before I was supposed to fly back, I woke up to a notification. A new message from Sarah. No subject line, just her name. I opened it with a sense of dread that I couldn't explain. The email was short. Too short. And it hit me harder than anything I'd ever faced in combat. "I'm sorry, this isn't working anymore. I've filed for divorce. I've moved out. Please don't try to call me. I need space. I've taken what's mine. Good luck." No explanation, no conversation, no warning. Just a cold, brutal dismissal. For a second, I couldn't breathe. My brain didn't understand what had just happened. My heart didn't even break yet. It was too busy trying to figure out what the hell just went wrong. My buddy, Ortiz, found me later that day. I was sitting on a shipping container, staring blankly into the distance. He asked me what happened, and I told him. He didn't say much, just nodded and said, "Handle it when you get home. Don't do anything stupid." I wish I had listened. I got back 2 weeks later, dragging my duffel bag behind me, the weight of it almost nothing compared to the weight in my chest. The house was empty, and there were no answers. The only thing I had were the cold echoes of my footsteps bouncing off the walls. She had emptied our joint account. Nearly $32,000. Gone. She sold the furniture, the damn car, and left the house in foreclosure. She didn't even have the decency to leave a note to explain. She just vanished, taking everything I had worked for, everything we had built together. Gone. I didn't know where she was, but Ortiz had a cousin who owed him a favor. This guy was a tech-savvy private investigator, and in less than 3 days, he came back with everything I needed. Turns out Sarah had moved in with some guy named Brad, 42, divorced twice, ran a gym in our town. They'd been seeing each other for almost a year. She started cheating on me before I even left. But that's not even the worst part. They used my money, our money, to take vacations. Miami, Vegas, Cabo. They were living the high life all on my dime. They bought a new mattress of all things. It made my stomach turn just to think about it. They weren't just stealing from me. They were mocking me, laughing at me behind my back. And I didn't even know it. I didn't cry, I didn't scream, I didn't punch the wall. I just stood there, frozen, trying to control the storm inside. But it wasn't rage that built inside me. It was something colder, more dangerous. I planned. I built my revenge like a well-oiled machine. I still had a few connections from my military work. People in finance, security, and legal circles. I started digging, quietly. I found out Brad had some serious tax problems, unpaid business violations, and he'd hidden assets in Sarah's name. That was the kind of mistake people never recover from. I filed an official report on the money she took, freezing her new accounts, reporting the asset transfers as fraudulent. Meanwhile, Brad's gym got an unexpected visit from health inspectors. Someone anonymously tipped them off about mold in the showers, expired protein supplements, and a whole list of violations. They shut the gym down for 2 months, bleeding money. I found out that Sarah never finalized the divorce papers correctly. So legally, we were still married. That gave me leverage. I sued her for spousal theft and financial abuse. When she showed up to court, she was crying, trying to play the victim. She said I was manipulative, cold, and emotionally distant. She tried to paint herself as the innocent one, but the evidence was overwhelming. The receipts were too clean. The proof too sharp. The lies? Sloppy. In the end, I won. I got the house back. She had to pay $50,000 in restitution. Brad lost his business license and his reputation. He had nothing left. And me? I walked out of that courtroom with a clean slate, a fire in my chest, and satisfaction in my soul. I didn't just win, I crushed them. I started a business with the money I recovered, a security consulting firm. I helped veterans transition to civilian life, using the skills I had honed in the military. And for the first time in years, I slept easy at night. People ask me now if I ever miss her. No, I miss who I thought she was. But I've learned something, and it's this. Life sometimes burns down everything you've built, not to punish you, but to show you what you should have built in the first place. And to any man listening right now, trust is earned, loyalty is rare, and revenge is just closure with style.